All right, 2025 is just getting kicked off. And if you are somebody who wants to buy a home in 2025, I have the episode for you. In this one, I'm going to be listing 5 things that you have got to be focusing on if you're a buyer 2025. Now, if you're one of those people, many are talking about it, 2025 is going to be the year that we kind of crack this real estate recession that we have been in. So listen up. Let's figure out what is going on and what you need to focus on if you're going to buy a home, especially if you're one of those first-time buyers. If you heard my last video, all-time buyers made up an all-time low, first-time buyers made up an all-time low market share in the market in 2024. So if you want to break that and be a first-time home buyer or just purchase another home, listen to these 5 tips. You always hear it. I heard it all the time growing up playing football. The 7 P's. Proper prior preparation prevents piss poor performances. In other words, I want you to be ready when the time comes for you to buy the house and not be caught flat-footed. So with that in mind, there are 5 things that you have to be ready for and have to understand. So when that situation arises, you are ready. That first one is your finances. Big shocker. You got to understand your finances. Now, most people just think, oh, yeah, I can afford a home. I got pre-approved for a home. I'm good to go. There's way more than that. Just because you get pre-approved for a home doesn't mean that you are comfortable with where that payment might be. So when it comes down to finances, I want you to understand a few things. 1, down payment. How much do you have saved up to pay for a down payment? Maybe you're one that needs some assistance or a gift coming from relatives, friends, family, whatever it might be. But figure out what it is that you plan on putting down as a down payment, where it's coming from, and have that set aside. The other ones that most people don't think about as often, you still got to understand the rates. What's going on with mortgage rates? Where is your payment going to be based on your purchase price, based on the mortgage rates, based on your down payment? And the other one is cash to close. That's something that people don't often think about. They think, hey, I got the down payment, I'm good to go, but there's way more that comes into it when you actually go to sit down at the closing table. So make sure you're talking to an agent, make sure you're talking to your lender, and understand what that actual cash to close, what you need to bring to the table on closing day is so you're ready to go. The other one, as I mentioned earlier, budgets. Understand what you would like to actually spend on a home. Maybe if you want to prep, be that person who practice, hey, I'm going to put aside $1,500 every single month to act like I'm paying for that home that I want to buy, make sure it's comfortable, figure out if that's going to work for you. Now, maybe you get pre-approved for well more. The biggest thing is still be comfortable with what it is that you are paying. Just because you got pre-approved for that much doesn't mean you want to be house poor. Figure out what works for your budget and try to stick with that. The other things you're going to want to look at, credit reports, make sure there's nothing fishy, make sure there's not some weird hits on your credit that you don't recognize. Get all of that stuff ironed out so when the opportunity arises, your finances are locked down, you're ready to go. The other one is the process. If you talk to any real estate agent recently, they always say, trust the process, trust the process, trust the process. Well, there are plenty of processes that go along in real estate. You have the process of putting in an offer, the process of getting pre-approved, looking at homes. All of these things have a route that they go down. Trust in it, follow the process, meet with a professional who knows how to put in good strategic offers, how to stage your home, how to launch your home. That's one of the big things. Don't just fire someone and throw that home out on the market without any type of run-up. Maybe you want to do coming soon. Maybe you want to do some sneak peeks, take a couple photos, get it out there early, try to get some interest going on that property before it ever hits the market. Now, the other one going off of that is number 3, getting your home ready to sale. Now, if you don't own a home already, sweet, skip this step. You only have to worry about 4 things in 2025. But if you do own a home, this is something you want to think about. Talk to an agent. Figure out what you might want to do before that home hits the market. I always tell people, painting a can is hundreds of dollars, on the wall, thousands of dollars. Maybe your house needs a paint job. Maybe it needs new carpet, new flooring. Maybe there's a couple projects that you want to fix up. Maybe it's just cleaning or staging your home. Some things might look awesome when the friends are coming over to check out the place, but it doesn't go well for showing the home. Speak with an agent, Figure out what you need to do to your house so it's ready to go in the process of launching that home. Number 4, looking at properties. Don't just decide, yep, I want to buy this house. I drove by it. That's the one. Let's do this thing. Now, maybe that's how it works out for you because you found your dream property. But for most, that is not the case. So you want to know how to look for properties, figure out what's going on in the market, where homes are selling for, what is the case. Look at properties, figure out where you want to go. Maybe your biggest thing is, hey, I want to be close to work. Sweet. Focus on that area around work. Maybe your thing is, hey, I want to be close to amenities such as restaurants and shopping. Awesome. We can use that to help look for properties. Figure out what is the most important thing for you outside of the home itself and start looking in that area. Last but not least, number 5, understand market trends. Speak with an agent, figure out what is going on, how much homes are selling for compared to their list price, how many days they're typically on market, what are some of the incentives out there, when should I buy. All of this comes into understanding market trends. Maybe if you're someone who does not have a home to sell, you want to buy like this time of year. You want to buy around the holidays. You want to buy at the end of a year or the very start of the year when not that many people are looking because you can tend to get the best negotiating power at that moment. Other ones, hey, maybe you just got to understand once spring comes, that's considered our hot market. That's when you're going to have the most homes available to you so you can see what's going on, maybe really find that house that fits exactly your needs. But beware, you will have other competition. That is the most competitive time of the year. Many people are out there looking for a home. So figure out what those 5 things are so you aren't caught flat-footed if you want to buy a home in 2025. Get all of your ducks in a row so when that opportunity arises, maybe you got a new job, maybe you had a kid, maybe whatever happened, and it's time for you to go right now, that dream home hit the market, you are ready to rock and can move on it quick and get ahead of that competition. If you have any other questions when it comes to real estate, feel free to hit me up. We can schedule a call, we can schedule a consultation, maybe snag some coffee, whiskey, whatever it might be. But until then, take care and love life.